lots of things to happen, but gosh, guys, I'm telling you, it is so exciting. Now, I have been in this game a while, as I just described. I started running in 1976. I've seen a lot of campaigns, participated in a lot of campaigns, and I will tell you this, the most powerful force in any political campaign ever is momentum. You can see it when it starts to happen. It doesn't happen in every campaign. A lot of times they just go, along, no big deal, no movement, really, one way or the other. But other times, something will happen, and it just catches on, sort of catches fire, and you can feel it, and it's powerful, and it's hard to stop. And I'm telling you, we have momentum. Ever seen, honestly. Every event we go to, it just gets bigger and bigger, and our office, you can tell when you're in the office how the phones just every day is more and more and more and more and more excitement. We went through 5,000 signs in about a week. We never expected, honestly, to do that, and then our decision was not to buy more signs. Do we spend the money on radio? Do we on television? If we order the signs, it'll be 2 more weeks before we can get them. It'll be too late. Go through all that stuff. And so, Babe Buchanan, who's my campaign manager, she says she comes in one day and they're having like a volunteers revolt because they're saying, "We want signs. Everybody's calling for signs." And she says, "You know what? We just can't afford them, and we need to use the money for ads. So if you want signs, make them." All of a sudden, next Saturday, and all these people show up. All these volunteers start making signs, have the template, have a little roller with paint on it. It is amazing. Now, and they're doing it all the time. We've made thousands and thousands of handmade signs, all the volunteers. That's one reason why you'll see some of our signs that look like the ones out there. Yesterday I was up in Fort Collins. I'm driving to the location where I'm supposed to be doing one of these, and I could find it but I kept saying, "That's not our sign." Because it was totally different. It was, it was blue on white. It was not white on blue. I don't care what, but there they were. It was just wonderful. People had made them themselves, and they're out all over the place. I've never seen that. I've never seen anything like that. You might see once in a while somebody do one. There you are. But these are everywhere I go. It is so exciting. People come up to me all the time, and I can see it in their eyes, and I'm telling you. I'm getting a little older, and I used to be able to do this a lot more easily, I suppose, when I was younger. But every time I come to something like this, and every time I see you here, every time I hear the kind of things people tell me about what they're hoping for, it does 2 things. It recharges my batteries. I can keep going, the next day, the next time. Also, it makes me feel incredibly overwhelmed by the faith that people put in me and the hope that they put in me. And all I can tell you is that all I can do is all I can do. And I will do that. I will do all I can do. And there is a great deal to do. Although, from the campaign standpoint, every day we get something else that tells us it's even getting better. Now, this will be the first place we've ever announced this. I don't know if it will be made public because it was only part of another poll. We just got results back from a statewide poll taken by a different thing, but we were in it. So it wasn't my poll, but we got the information back just today as I was driving over here. Okay? Yeah. 44 Hickenlooper, 43 Tancredo. May's 9. It's as amazing to me as anything. I mean, again, look at the momentum. It's momentum, momentum, momentum. And I'm telling you, stays like this for another week, guys. We've got this thing won. And today, I just came up from Colorado Springs. You know, there are 2 members of Congress, 2 Republican members of Congress in the state of Colorado. One is Mike Kaufman. Mike Kaufman, district in which I served, he took over about 10 days ago, I think it was, a week ago, something like that. He endorsed me. Now let me tell you, that is a courageous thing to do. When you are an elected Republican official to say, I'm endorsing a guy who's not running on the Republican Party ticket, that is a gutsy thing. Today, I just came from Colorado Springs, Doug Lamborn, the other we have now, I think about, I'd say 20 or more, maybe more, Republican elected officials in the state of Colorado, in the state legislature, who have come out and supported me. The most recent state legislator was up in Fort Collins the other day, when I told you I went up there. His name is Kevin Lundberg. Now, let me tell you why that's really important. Kevin Lundberg nominated Dan Mays at the convention of the state. It's just very, very exciting. And if we just keep doing what we're doing, we keep explaining to people that it is okay to vote. If they're Republicans, it's still okay to vote for me. Take an action. And it's hard for me. Listen, I have voted pretty much straight party ticket all my life. I've been a Republican all my life. Even when I was filling out my ballot the other day, it was funny. I was talking to my wife at the breakfast table, and I was doing it, and I thought, oh my God, I almost put it was just too easy to just keep going. And we had these calls at the office. This scares me to death. Because people call in and go, how do I get a new ballot? And I ruined my ballot by doing what I just told you. And then I'm thinking, oh gosh, how many people, how do we do this? Call everybody in the whole world. Hey, listen, just got to tell you something. When you're filling out your ballot, you can vote for one. You just got to do that. Or down one more for top Tancredo. But we will make history. We will. This race will truly make history. And one of the reasons you know it's getting close is because we got things happening like Geraldo, or what's his real name? It's not Geraldo Rivera. Jerry Rivers. Jerry Rivers. That's his real name, by the way. It really is. Changed it to, for whatever reason. Geraldo Rivera. I go on his show 2 or 3 nights ago, or a week ago, whatever it was, and we don't even end up in a yelling match. This is amazing. I've been on that show, I don't know how many times, we just end up screaming. It really is. No, you shut it. He was like, well, Congressman, we don't get on, we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I have to tell you, this is really quite an incredible thing here that's happening about. I said, yes, it really is, bro. I mean, it's just couldn't believe we were having this nice conversation. Last night, it was last night or night before last night, I was on O'Reilly. And really went well, there was nothing, he was a little pompous, but that's his way. Not too bad. And we're going to be on again, Fox 31, that's a debate tomorrow night. But Fox News on Sunday, we'll go again. These are national news programs. Got all kinds of national radio calling in all the time. I can't even take them sometimes because we got so many other Colorado media to do. I can't, it's hard to prioritize it that way. And the other reason why we know we are winning, and why, or at least we're really close enough to scare the pants off of Hickenlooper, is because his campaign, get this, his campaign called the Denver Chamber of Commerce that was hosting a debate, the last debate we did, Denver Chamber of Commerce, downtown Denver Hyatt Hotel. They send us a message saying, you know, the mayor has asked us to explain and reiterate the rules to you. And that he wants, in this debate, to make sure that you do not look at him. And all questions have got to be directed to the moderator that never ask it to the mayor. You can't ask questions of him. You can't just talk to him. So, you know, you can imagine. Of course, you're going to say this to him. And, you know, Baby Buchanan always goes, it's just like I'm driving with my kids again in the back. Mom, he's looking at me. He's calling me names. He's looking at me. But she said, last night, Baby Buchanan said, you know, he's got a little kid in him too. Because I must admit, during the entire thing, I just went like this. Next to him, so I just had to keep turning them. Yeah, there is. There's a little back, too, I suppose. He doesn't want me looking at him, you know. I mean, I know I'm not the handsomest guy in the world, but come on. Can't be that bad, you know. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's going on. There's all kinds of things like that that happen. All I mean to tell you is things are really going well. And they're going well because of all of you, because of what's happening, because of what we're doing. And, you know, I put my life in God's hands. My wife and I say it all the time, you know. We try as hard as we can, as I told you. That is what I can promise you. That I will work as hard as I can, both to win the race and to be your governor and to make you proud and to do the things for Colorado that we hope to do. But at the end of the day, it is really in his hands. And we ask him for guidance. I do all the time, and help. And I don't know that that means, I'm not telling you that means I know I'm going to win, God wants me. I don't know that at all. Doesn't talk to me, you know, don't have to get on the phone. But I do know this, I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm doing the right thing. And win, place, or draw, that gives me great comfort. I do know that this is where we're supposed to be. But we're going to win.